It's a rematch of last season's Midwest Regional Semifinal held here in Fargo, this time on a much bigger stage. We go live to Alex Egan in Tampa with a look at tomorrow's national championship. Alex?
Hey there, Beth. Yeah, I'm not sure the fans here in Tampa, the North Dakota ones at least, have stopped celebrating last night's win over Denver, but the team has already turned the page to Quinnipiac, who, as you said, is a team that North Dakota faced on their way to the Frozen Four in Boston 1 year ago. Now, a lot of things have changed since then, but the guys say it's something that they're going to take with them heading into tomorrow night. A light practice Friday for North Dakota as they prepare for the national championship against Quinnipiac. The team only went through a handful of drills to keep their legs fresh after a grueling semifinal. Quinnipiac has been at the top of the rankings for a majority of the year, only being replaced by North Dakota for a stretch and then regaining the #1 ranking heading into the NCAA tournament.
Obviously, they're playing real well this season, so a little familiar with them, but we'll watch some video on them here, I'm sure, soon, and get a little more familiar with them just to know what they've been doing this year and what makes them successful, so we can try to stop that.
Teams have a tendency to stay the same style as they have in prior years, and I think we can try to take as much away from that as possible. But I know our coaches do a good job. They get game film from the prior games leading up to this one, and we can learn their tendencies and stuff like that a little quicker than we would if we didn't have that.
All I can remember was a hard-fought game, really physical, really tight checking. There wasn't a lot of room out there, so I'm sure since they're even better this year, it'll be even more like that. So it's going to be a heck of a hockey game, not a lot of room out there, and we're looking forward to it.
During Friday's practice, the team looked loose but focused on their goal. At the press conference before practice, it seemed to mimic how some of the guys were feeling when the moderator made a little slip.
The fighting Hawks are seeking. I caught myself.
But the tone turned serious when talking about the task at hand.
Quinnipiac, they bring a lot of different things to the table. They play with a lot of tenacity. They play with a lot of compete. They play with a lot of fire. They have structure. I'd like to think that they mirror a lot of us, what we do.
Now, the talk here in Tampa is about how the tournament is coming down to really the two best teams in the country since the start of the season. Now, tonight, the Mike Richter Award ceremony was held over at the Media Hotel. UND's Cam Johnson was up for the award, but Boston College's Thatcher Demko ended up receiving it. The event was hosted by the guys on the call for ESPN, John Buccigross and Barry Melrose. Afterwards, we caught up with Bucci to get his thoughts on tomorrow's game.
I don't see any team separating. Like, if North Dakota thinks because they're playing Quinnipiac, they'd rather play them than Minnesota, they'd be mistaken. Quinnipiac's better than Minnesota, this year, and that's why they're here. So this is a very good team that has very good, tough, competitive players. I really do think it could go either way. The key for North Dakota is they have to play loose. If they get tight like the third period they did against Denver, it might not end well. Now, if they have a 2-goal lead, it still could end okay. So scoring first, scoring early, that's the key to the game.
Tomorrow night, we will crown a college hockey champion, and for Quinnipiac, it would be their first in program history, and for North Dakota, well, it would be the 8th banner to be raised at the Ralph Engelstad Arena there in Grand Forks. Reporting live at Tampa and the Frozen Four, Alex Egan, Valley News Live Sports. Beth?
Thanks, Alex. Last night, Grand Forks native Luke Johnson took knee-to-knee contact with Brock Besser in the second period and would leave the ice. He would not return. He was seen in a large brace on his left leg and did not participate in practice today.